Hey, it's Biddy Penny. Welcome back to my channel. Today I was working on a craft roulette submission and I thought I should share it with you guys and tell you about it. So, Crafty Mama Diaries, y'all know I love her, Helen. She's the one that told me about it, and in fact, she was their latest guest on the show. And it was live on Friday. And you can go over to the YouTube channel and check it out if you want. I'm also going to leave a link below that's going to tell you, you can go over and click that link and you can watch a short video on Craft Roulette's YouTube channel about what is Craft Roulette. But it's this awesome crafty game show. Mary Gunn is the host and creator, and I've just fallen in love. I've been binge watching all the past episodes, and I have found some favorite new card makers that I had never heard of before. And I just feel like it's the perfect way to get out of the funk if you ever feel like you're in the funk. And it's a fun way to spend your Friday nights. I mean, we can't go anywhere. This is the perfect time. And it's a fun event. There's so many wonderful people in it every week. I just really highly recommend it. Okay. So you spin a wheel. Well, they spin a wheel. Mary spins a wheel. And there's 4 parameters that are randomly selected that you have to incorporate into your cards. So they take submissions for 48 hours after the show. And that's what this is for. Just to catch up on the card here, I used some sand embossing powder from Hero Arts, and I did a little bit of emboss resist spray, and then now I'm using a little bit of embossing ink just straight on my cardstock that I'm going to ink blend over. Okay, so this was my first time using the emboss resist spray, and it's very interesting stuff. I like it a lot. I like it. I've always just used water to splatter over my embossing, and this kind of is raised. It was perfect for like an underwater scene card, which is what I'm creating with you guys here today. It has a texture to it, and then it turns, as your project cures, I would say, and dries, it just becomes so striking. I really, really like it. One tip I want to give is that I made sure it was thoroughly dried before I went to use my brushes to ink blend. I would not want that stuff on my brushes. It's almost like a spray plastic that hardens or something. I don't know. I'm not a chemist. I don't know what it is, but I wouldn't want it on my brushes. I could tell you that. So I'm making just a fun little card. I had already colored up my underwater sea critters. So I have the parameters written up there. So the card had to have circles, happy, things that make you happy, the word happy, whatever. Bright pink plus 2 other colors, and tan or craft color. So it is so fun to see the randomized options that come up. And, I think you guys, my subscribers, know this by now, but none of my card making is planned. I basically grab some supplies, lay them on my desk, turn on the camera, and we just see what happens every time. I don't sit down in a craft in advance and have a plan. It's always just off the cuff with me. So the craft roulette is right up my alley for that reason, because it's as random as I am. I felt like I found my happy place. So I love that. And it's like last week I played along, but I didn't submit my cards, and it had one of my favorite techniques, which y'all have seen me use all week. I have another Spellbinders video, by the way, coming up, because You guys requested to see a round 2, so I created it for you, but I did a lot of tearing in my last Spellbinders one, so yeah, you're going to see some more of that. All right, originally I was thinking I was going to make an A9 card, so that's what I'm working with right now, the size panel that I'm working with. But then I put everything on, and you'll see, it just felt a little too spacey, like the sea needed more creatures, and I was done coloring. So what I decided to do was trim it down and make it a slimline card. Luckily, you can go from an A9 to a slimline, depending on your design. But here, as I'm placing everything down, I'm still thinking A9 in my head. Luckily, I'm able to save it and it all works out. So some of these things I'm gluing down, some I'm popping up. By the way, this circle bubble die is from Whimsy Stamps, and I got it in the Not Too Shabby shop. I love sea creatures and card making. I love the beach. My husband's Jamaican. Like, it is a happy place for me. My daughter, she's 7. She wants to move to Jamaica permanently. Like, it's so funny. So, you know, this card is definitely represents a happy place for my whole family and I. Of course, the last time we were in the ocean down there, we were swimming with a barracuda and didn't even realize it till later. And but everything worked out. I'm here making a card today. Okay, so as you guys know, in 2021, I am decking out the insides of my cards. That's just going to be the way it is going forward. And so here, that's what we're doing right now. So I took the parts that I had trimmed off of my card front and I brought them inside, and I had these 2 little figures saved purposefully to do the inside of the card. And so I adhered them down, and then I'm going to kind of create my own pattern paper look, if you will, with the small stamps from the 3 lawn fawn sets. And what I decided to do is this little shell is going to be pink. And so that's the only item that's going to be pink. And then I have a shell and another image that's going to be yellow. And then all my bubbles will be blue. I thought it would be kind of fun to separate the colors and the images on the inside in that way. And whoever, you know, I don't know if I'll post this in my Etsy shop for sale or if I'll use it. I'm not sure. But whoever does use this card, then, you know, you have to write over it. I am so shaky. Have you guys ever seen the movie or heard of The Shakiest Gun in the West? My dad raised me on Westerns, and I'm glad he did. I got Calamity Jane out of it and North to Alaska and a lot of great memories. So, yeah, I'm like the shakiest card maker in the West. Anyways, so yeah, I always stamp the back of my cards, and sometimes like here, I'll even add a stamp that matches the card design itself. Bonus! This is the first card I made. So dogs make me happy. Now the circles for this are the quotes. I had to draw those myself to make them as circular as I could. But I embossed it with 2 different embossing folders, colored up the image. That's from Penny Black, and had so much fun. So dogs, the ocean, the beach, those are my happies, and my kids, which is why I had to throw in that dog with the little girl. So I really hope you guys like this. Please, I'm going to leave links below. Go check out Crafty Roulette. I'm also going to leave a link that included Crafty Mama Diaries. I appreciate you watching. I hope y'all have a great day.